Hey guys, we have Scott here on the line. He just closed one of our JV novations with us. If you want to kind of present yourself, Scott, and we can go from there.
Yeah, my name's Scott Markowitz. I'm here in South Florida. Been a real estate investor slash wholesaler for 15 plus years now. Kind of done every program that's available.
Awesome. Good stuff, brother. What was one of the biggest challenges you faced, within wholesaling, with all your career and the experience you have in the past 15 years?
Finding motivated sellers, actual sellers that want to sell, not tire kickers or people looking for retail. Actual
Nice.
people that have pain, and
Absolutely.
finding a
That's
solution
the
that
name of
makes
the game.
sense. That's
Yep,
it.
yep, yep. And how did you find us?
Actually, I found you guys through Facebook. Um,
Awesome.
yeah, so one of your Facebook ads, uh, I went into your one site, your educational site. I forgot the name, school, I think it is. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I contacted you guys, and you sent me, your link, and that's it. I started sending you some properties that made sense, and
Nice, nice.
I think I sent you four properties, and then we nailed this one.
Nice, nice. And how was your experience working with us, brother?
It was great. It was really great because I was working on that deal as a wholesale deal, and we were just a little bit off, not enough to make it work. And when I sent it to you guys, you contacted the seller, on my behalf. I prepped them that you were going to reach out, and you guys took the bull by the horns, man. You got the guy locked up, went through the paperwork. I just sat back and shot a couple of emails, where we are in status, and you answered every time. Then we went to the close. It worked out really
Absolutely.
good. It's like having gravy on the deals. I worked on my others while you worked on this one.
Yep. So basically, we took the property from the beginning stages after you spoke with them. It didn't really fit wholesale model, but it did for Novation. So we just basically took it over from that point and went all the way to the finish line. You just sat back and you collected your check. That was pretty much a clean deal, and I'm glad it worked out for you, for us, and for the seller and for the buyer as well. Could have had been done any other way. Very simple. But the cool part is that you didn't have to do absolutely nothing, which is pretty cool. And we hope to close more deals with you as well. So
Oh,
that was
absolutely.
amazing.
I got a couple in the pipeline right now that I'm just finalizing to see where we're at on them, and prepping them for innovation because it looks like it's going to be that direction. And I look
Perfect,
forward to
brother.
just building the pipeline and just waiting, for
There's
everything to
nothing
happen.
better than just filling the pipeline, not having to do anything, just sit back and get paid.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, you could actually funnel these type of deals all day long, if you're looking at them, and just keep pushing them over to you and just sit back and wait for everything to happen.
Yep.
It's a no-brainer.
Amazing.
No-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. I love it. We do the work and you get paid.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. A true JV agreement.
Yep,
you know?
yep, yep. I used to live in South Florida as well, but I'm in over here in Orlando now. But I used to live down in Miami off of Biscayne, in front of the
Oh,
Miami
nice.
Heat Arena.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Port St. Lucie is my stomping ground, but I basically do the whole state of Florida and a few other states, but a majority of it is on the Treasure Coast and Brevard County. So the eastern
Nice,
seaboard of Florida is my pocket.
nice, nice. And you're just doing straight wholesaling, right?
Yeah, I'm doing about 80% wholesaling, 20% fix and flips. I used to do a major fix and flip program. I was doing four a quarter, and
Nice.
it was more of a glorified job than anything else. What I realized is that, by the time I made my check, my spread after all expenses and realtor fees and such, I was better off just scaling my wholesale business just a little bit, 10 to 15% more, and I was able to surpass my fix and flip business and turned it into 100%, wholesaling. We had a couple of cherry pick, fix and flips here and there that make real good sense. And then
Right.
adding the Novation into my portfolio works really well for me. You know,
Absolutely. That's true innovation. You just sit back and there's no job. It's just submit the deal and get paid.
that's it. That's it. Just prep the seller. That's the best way to do it. That I have another option that makes more sense at this point, and you guys did the rest.
Awesome. And let me ask you this just so we can kind of finalize it here and then you'll be on your way. Would you recommend you know, this service to any other wholesaler that's looking to add novations into their toolbox?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's the
Awesome.
best opportunity for them. Especially we get all these leads. We're paying for these leads, and a lot of them, probably 80 plus 90% of them are no good. Some of them are retail, and maybe some of them are just off retail, but they're not wholesale deals. I was like, why throw them away like we used to do in the old days? Is
Right.
turn them around and see if a novation would make sense. I mean, they're
Absolutely.
looking to get closer to retail, and this gives them that opportunity.
Good, good. And what would you tell somebody that's on the fence on joining our program?
I'd say go ahead and do it. It says you can't go wrong. It says that at this point in the game, if you're on the fence, you're not sure if this is going to work for you, try it out. It says it was the first time for me working with you guys. And I did, just so you know, I did 3 novations myself
Mm-hmm.
um, last year. I just kind of skinned by it. I did a training course, and
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, there's so many moving parts, and it's
Yeah,
too much for me to deal with on my own. And having you guys do it, and you have the systematic approach to how to make it happen from the beginning to the end. I don't even want to do them anymore. I just dump them in your lap and let you do all the work.
absolutely.
It makes a
Yep.
lot of sense. So anybody that's on the fence, I would say go ahead and give it a shot. Especially if you can't wholesale it, you have a better chance. And you're really doing a disjustice for your seller by telling them, hey, I'm sorry, I can't follow through with your contract. I hate to do that to people. You know, at least
Right.
give it a shot. You probably will have a better chance of getting that closed. It might just be a 10 or 12, $15,000 difference, and maybe the innovation's where it needs to be to get it done.
Yep.
So you won't get
Absolutely.
a large check, you get a decent check, but you got something done, and you did what you told the seller you were going to do, and that's the most important thing.
That's the
Yeah,
most important thing, keeping everybody happy. We're
yeah,
happy, the seller's happy, the person who ended up buying the property is getting a good deal. So
exactly.
it's
It's
a
a
win-win
win-win-win.
situation.
Can't be a one-sided win. It's got to be
Yep,
a win-win-win for everybody. You know,
absolutely. Well, perfect, brother. I'm glad that you hopped on this call and were able to share your experience. And we look forward to doing plenty of deals with you this year. So, whenever you start, submitting more deals, I'm pretty sure you submitted a few more. We're taking a look at them. But whenever you're ready to go again, let's just, crank it up and get more deals together. Maybe we can hop on one of these again here soon.
absolutely. I look forward to it, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. You have a wonderful day, brother.
You
Talk to you
too.
soon.
Take care.